Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. So I want to show you uh, a finish of a game where I attacked like a madman again. So in this position, I'm white, and as you can see I have 1 minute of my clock. And we have a standoff along the C file, but there is a hidden resource. Can you see it? So it starts with moving this rook, but not capturing rook c7. Yeah, so that was my move. The idea is, if he takes, I take. So let's see. Rook c7, queen a8 check. If the king goes up, we pick up the pawn and infiltrate. If he blocks, there is only one way to block, and that's bishop f8. I have this beautiful move, attacking the bishop twice and opening up my bishop, attacking his rook, winning material. So this rook on c7 cannot be taken. If his bishop is attacked, and this pawn is attacked through the bishop. So he could defend like this, but that's not good because I take, and again, if he takes, I pick up the rook in the corner. Let's go back. There was a good defensive resource, and that's queen e8, but it's not easy to find these moves when you're playing a blitz game. So my opponent found another move. As you can see, he has 2 minutes, so he found a decent move, bishop d6. And here, the winning continuation is the one I did not play, and that was to exchange on c8 and just take this pawn. Yeah, that was the winning idea. Let's see some variations. If king takes, we can just pick up the bishop. We keep the attack going, and we have an extra pawn. If he takes my bishop, then there is a hard move to find. You can pause the video and try to find it, but it's very hard to find it. This is the winning move here. And I will not show all the lines. I analyzed it. They are all logical, but I'll give you something to have fun with if you want. Okay, so I didn't do that, but instead I started with this knight strike. And this move is beautiful. Yeah, my rook was attacked twice, and I gave another piece. Offered another piece. But there is a problem. There is one move that saves black. Let's see some losing moves. First of all, if he takes my rook, it's not good because I take his, and similar to the previous one of the previous lines, I'm attacking his rook. I'm threatening to get here with my queen, and also I have an extra pawn. What else? Yeah, let's jump to the good defense that my opponent found, and it's the only move, and that's to capture the rook with a bishop. So now my opponent has an extra rook, but I saw that here, although I had only 25 seconds, it's just a draw. By taking on h6, I'm forcing a draw. If he takes, I can either go here or here. They both lead to perpetual check. I cannot checkmate him, but I cannot win either. So my opponent realized that, and he moved the king to the side. So I just repeated it, and I said, okay, it was a beautiful attack, but then it's gonna end in a draw. But my opponent was not happy with the draw, so he went to f8, because as you can see, I don't have any meaningful checks here. But I have a simple move, queen e6, threatening checkmate, because the knight supports that square. If he takes the knight, he gets checkmated from the other side. If he defends the f7 square with an x-ray, I can just give this check, force the king to the e-file, and checkmate will follow soon. Actually, something like this, yeah? Or he could have given up the bishop, but it's a disaster. So, there is no defense. He tried queen e8, but again, after queen f5, king e7, rook e1, he's at least losing a queen, but I think also that I'm actually checkmating here. So here, my opponent resigned. So it was supposed to be a draw, but it ended with a win. One more thing that I wanted to mention is, even though this game finished violently, I tried my best to play a quiet game. Let me rewind to move 8. So this is the position on move 8 where I played rook c1. And of course, it's not that I missed that he can capture my bishop and ruin my pawns, but this was part of a plan. I wanted to get in first on the c file. I'm controlling some squares in the center, and if he makes a mistake by going d5, uh, even though objectively it's balanced, I like my chances here. But he was smart. He didn't do that. He just kept this pawn back. Later he advanced it, and then we got to that position that I showed you. So what's the moral of this last part of the video? So even if you try to play quiet chess, perhaps it's very likely that the game is going to become very violent at some point. Thank you for watching and see you again. Bye.